My name is Maria Lacavera. I have worked at Slight Edge for 8 years now, and right now I work in the Human Resources Department. I actually started out at the company doing the entry-level sales job. And a lot of people, when I started this job, were very confused because I went to school for graphic design. But after about 9 months in that industry, it just wasn't for me. And I realized I kind of had to find what was going to work. And so here I was, 21, no experience. And so I just started applying to jobs, and that's when I heard from Slight Edge. Now, why did I choose to work at Slight Edge? I think really during the interview process, I felt really comfortable. I didn't feel really nervous, and I really felt like they were looking to get to know me, and they made it seem like they could provide training, and even if this wasn't going to be my career, give me some career development, teach me some of the skill sets I would need for whatever I decided in the future. And that's what it did. So, for some of the differences from working at Slight Edge to working at other companies is from day one, I got FaceTime with the president of the company. I was new, I had no idea what I was doing. But at least once a week, I would sit down with him and he would talk to me about my progress. He would review with me about things that I could do to improve and be a better employee. I think that's a loaded question. I've really learned everything about myself as an adult. This is where I built my career. I learned how to speak in front of a large group of people, how to present myself confidently, even if I'm not totally sure what I'm doing, but to prepare. And I've learned how to develop myself. I never was part of an organization that encouraged, evaluating yourself weekly and continuously reading and, worked somewhere that every week I got constructive criticism. It actually has challenged me to who I am today. What is something I'm currently working on to grow? I really think I'm always going to be working on time management. There's never enough time in the day because I just want to do so much. I'm looking to grow in my career. I'm looking to be able to help other people in my position grow and reach their promotions. So I want to figure out how to help other people develop like I had mentors myself. Most of my career, again, I think that at the end of the day, every every career should challenge you if you want to get better. I've been pushed out of my comfort zone to the point that I was like scared to even show up for the day that I knew I had to do something I wasn't comfortable with. But even throughout my career, when I started, my friends and family, they were shocked when I would show up after work dressed business professional. They'd be shocked when they kind of saw how I started to carry myself and how I started to speak at holiday parties. And then they would be shocked when I told them I would speak in front of a room of a few hundred people. And I remember the first time I spoke in front of a few hundred people, my hands were shaking. My one coworker could tell that I was behind the podium. My paper was shriveling up from being so sweaty, and I could barely speak. But a couple years later now, I just brush it off because I have been challenged, and working at Slight Edge has really just taught me to attack these challenges because I know that I can accomplish it. It would be The Power by Rhonda Byrne. Actually, the president of the CEOs, got me this book after being in the company for about 3, 4 years, and I had really hit a wall. And it was a wall that I had basically put up because of my self-limiting beliefs. But, he knew that it was a book that could really help me overcome that. And The Power is a book that years later, even if I find myself hitting a different wall, I know I just have to read a couple pages, a couple chapters, and it'll really, really help me just get back on track. And then what do I enjoy the most about working at Slight Edge? It's the coworkers that have become my friends, who have become my family. It is definitely pretty crazy that after 8 years, I probably spend more time with my coworkers outside of work than I do in work. It's my coworkers that were at my surprise birthday party, they were at my wedding. My coworkers have met my parents. It's one of those things that you do spend a lot of time at work, and they end up becoming the people that you confide in as well personally. And they know you at your worst and your best. And so that's my favorite part about working here. And I'm excited for who else I'm going to get to meet and really have be part of my story.